just be right with the party and what they support. So we have just heard from the Azimio coalition speaking to us about what they've been discussing, and they had a central committee meeting of the ODM party, and they told us that this central committee meeting, the central committee rather, deals with the managerial issues of the party, and the Secretary General, that is Edwin Sifuna, just bringing to us the issues that they've been discussing, just also bringing forward the families who have lost their loved ones, some of the injured and still in hospital. They've also condemned the police on the abuse of power. They've said that the police are using excessive power in order for them to disperse the protesters who are unarmed. They've also said that 50 individuals so far are illegally or have been illegally abducted, and they want the president to just come out and release the detainees also and account for an order for the release of this particular detainees that have been held with regards to the protests that have been going on. And they started they also of course, last week we saw on Tuesday, that was like the third day of the protests, where there was the hashtag Occupy Parliament, where Kenyans headed over into Parliament in order for them to just have their voices listened to. And we've also seen some of the developments today within the country. We've been talking to our reporters who are in Mombasa, in Kakamega. We've also seen on different parts in Nairobi. We've seen in Kangemi. We've seen around the CBD running battles with the police and the protesters. We've also seen in Nakuru some of the developments right there, and in Mombasa as well. And before the Azimio presser, we were just looking at Mombasa and seeing what was going on there. People running just from the police, and the police trying to just bring order. And even before the crackdown of today, a majority of businesses within the Nairobi Central Business District, that is CBD, were closed, and a few that gambled to open just pretty much just shut down at around 9 or even 10 a.m. And as youth-led process across the CBD, just saying that with the hashtag of trying to just say that they need to be heard and they would like the president to just hear them out. And so the enterprises within the CBD, several other parts of Nairobi, and also areas coming into Nairobi, the shops, supermarket outlets, restaurants, and even hawkers who sell on the street stayed away as Kenyans took over the streets earlier today, and that is what has been going on the rest of the day. And at the Nairobi Securities Exchange, also just trying to look at what this effect will have on businesses. We've seen cars raised down by fire, as you can see in your screen there, right there in Mombasa, and also people trying to gather around Kangemi as well. And in Mombasa, earlier on, we saw running battles with the police from just maybe trying to run to safety in order for them to get away from the police. And when we look at the economic overview across the country throughout this day, yet again, it has taken a hit amid a protest over proposing to introduce the just economic measures that have widely been rejected. And we saw last week what took place on Tuesday and Thursday as well. And according to the Federation of Kenya Employers last week, it noted that the closure of businesses in Nairobi and other major towns, which are across, of course, Nairobi, would not only affect the